All right, Robert. I'm connecting to the YouTube.
Uh, Repeat your last. I'm sorry, the echo kind of killed me. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes till net time, folks. Blow the dust off that Bofang. Make sure and remember where the little orange button is, because I'm sure somebody's going to use it. Ronco, clear your throat.
W Farm Bill.
Check, check. Uno, dos, tres.
Loud and clear. This is KG4OXO. We are live on YouTube.
All right, real quick before the net, KO4 ticket door for station ID. Sorry if I'm interrupting anything. Whoever has the cello on, look at the what I put there. We got merchandise for sale on the net.
Hey, Jamie. Uh, Before we start the net, can you give instruction to those who wish to pull up the YouTube on how to get to it? What should they search for to hit the stream?
Just search for my call sign KG4OXO. KG4OXO.
Johnny, that shirt is amazing. That is off the chain. I freaking love it.
Hey, Johnny, you should really put it up for sale. Y le pones ahí algo de, SFLA, the South Florida Latin Radio Club. Ahí ya tú sabes. Eso sería, vaya, off the chain, bro. Esa camisa está buena, for real.
All right. Mauricio, turn your notifications off. Jesus Christ, man. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, man. CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling all stations. This is the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net at 7:30, brought to you today in analog. Imagine that. Yeah, we decided to do a throwback to the good old days, the days of all of the interesting things that would happen on the 325. So we decided to backtrack a little bit, and what the hell, let's do it in analog and right out and see what happens. We are taking check-ins also through Zello, the Zello backdoor, channel thingamajiggy, members only, whatever the heck is still working. It's all fine. It is connected, so we can check in through Zello, or we could check you in on RF. But we encourage the RF side now, being that we're linked Zello to RF. Uh, Please leave time between key ups so that way the person can get in, because if somebody keys up on Zello, the guy on RF is going to sit there talking to himself. So please leave time between key ups so people can get in there. Today is February 1st. And one of the things that we'll be covering today is the whole Winter Field Day thing. How did it go? And also Orlando, man. Orlando's right around the corner. So let's start off with our illustrious video dude, Mr. YouTube, KG4OXO. Jaime, you got anything for the net?
No, I'm just trying to get all this thing running and get the PowerPoint running. Field Day was awesome like always. Had a lot of fun. You know, can't wait for the next one, which might be summer, even though it's gonna be hot. But it was awesome. Thank you everybody for showing up and making it a great time. It was KG4OXO.
All right, Jaime, thank you for that. Yeah, we had an awesome time. Pictures haven't been put up yet because I need to get everybody's pictures. So those of you that have not sent me your pictures, I'm gonna send you a text later this evening with a email address. Please send them to the email address. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to get them to where they need to be, so I can put them on the website. All right, next guy up, TQW, if you're still in there. Johnny, if you're still in there, did you get to participate in Field Day up in Ocala, or did you sit this one out?
KO4 TQW, Johnny and Ocala. No, I didn't, Robert. I had a very busy weekend. And I just wanted to check in real quick because I'm doing stuff in the house. Thanks for checking me in and waving a hand to everybody there.
All right, man, outstanding. Yeah, we miss you down here. You're one of the crew, even though you ain't around. Hopefully, you'll be down here to visit at some point, and we could all hang. 55 AG4JH. Go ahead and pick it up. You got anything for the net? How was your Field Day experience?
Thank you for letting me in, AG4. Well, bueno, déjame decirte que fue una experiencia agradable, como todo, en las reuniones que siempre tenemos agradables momentos y tuvimos pues ya como viste todo el mundo tuvo su propio setup ahí, todo el mundo disfrutó, pues yo también al mismo momento de siempre encontrarme con las personas de siempre por la mañana, cuando la ruedita del buchito se hizo por la mañana, pues lo primero que hice fue para aprender ahí el equipo y estar con él. Mientras los muchachos estaban enredados por allá en los brazos de Morfeo, yo estaba pues ya haciendo RF desde ahí, desde el parque. Me gustó, trabajó el Dipolito, trabajó el Hillbilly Tower, y más que todo, pues la pasamos súper bien como debía de ser. Muchas gracias a todos los participantes y a nosotros mismos por haber hecho de un evento, pues, algo especial, como siempre. Las reuniones de nosotros son especiales y siempre tenemos eso, la pasamos bien. Muchísimas gracias por la entrada. Ese es el único que tenemos por acá, así que sigue distribuyendo, Roberto. Whisky 4 Tango THM y G4 JH entrega.
All right, thanks for that, Oscar. This is W4THM with the Software Latin Amateur Radio Club Net. 55 put up something called a Hillbilly Tower. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you, it is the most logical way to get an antenna up in the air in an emergency. It's a telescopic ladder. He brought a telescopic ladder, he strapped it to the side of the tow truck that he showed up, and he cranked that thing up, and bam, antenna in the air. So the whole thing of monkeying around with stacking poles and trying to run guide wires and all this stuff, no, he put the antenna up on the top of the telescopic ladder, strapped the whole thing up, and then just pulled on the rope and click, 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 up it went. Hillbilly Tower. Amazing idea. It's like, Man, why didn't they think of this earlier? All right, we're going to take a pause from the Zello check-ins and see if there's anybody in RF land that wants to check in. So anybody over in RF land, make sure and let the system drop before you key up.
Bravo, Logan, Cover Ridge, Mobile, no traffic.
Whiskey 1, Charlie Lima Tango. Robert, good evening, Net Control.
All right, let me go ahead and run with the two that I got. All right, Logan, nice to see you check in there, man. No traffic. Sounds like you're up to something cool. Thank you for dropping by on field day and saying hello. Been a while since we see you, man. Good to touch base with you. Stick around. There's more to come. W1CLT. This man showed up with this Elecraft sexy radio. It was pretty cool. He had all these solar panels. I mean, the guy's got a really impressive setup. Let me tell you. You guys will see pictures of it once we get all the pictures uploaded. What do you got for the net? Tell us about your field day experience. And being that you're the resident gourmet, let all those who didn't show up know about all the food we had.
Well, as usual, fielding was a blast. We had a great time. Man, I was there till almost 1:30 in the morning, and then I went home. I wanted to stay longer, but I was exhausted. But as far as food, man, it was fantastic. Everybody brought a little bit of something. It was a potluck. Everybody chipped in their own way that they could. I went to Pulps and got some little croquetas and panadas and cheese and little BS stuff. And we had the lasagna, which for those of you who may not know what that is, that's basically a layer of pork meat and some green rice and yug on top and mojo and the whole 9 yards, and that's fantastic too. And some other people made some, I think it was some bratwurst or sausages on grill. It was just an all-day thing. Everybody brought something to drink. Everybody shared. Man, it was a great time for all. I wasn't on the radio as much as I wanted to, but I made about 21, 22 comments. Everything was fantastic, and everybody just, man, it was a great time. It was a good time. Had a lot of people show up, and man, can't wait for the next one. Can't wait for the next one. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, thanks for the check-in, man. Yeah, we had a lot of food. I know Ruben brought, I believe, arroz con gandules and some kind of pork. I brought a Cuban lasagna. Jamie brought a huge tray of these little gourmet sandwiches that they made that were freaking awesome. And we're not talking about like the bocadito paste stuff. No, we're talking about like, real ham, real cheese. They were awesome. We had pulled pork that Pedrito brought. CLT had he had all kinds of stuff: empanadas, croquetas, this really amazing cold brew coffee. I mean, there was just so much food, and it was all a potluck, which worked out awesome. And I had quite a bit of nice bottles of adult beverages, and nobody paid a dime. It was all potluck. It worked out awesome. All right. Any other check-ins on the RF side before I go back to Zello? Any other check-ins on the RF side? Come now. All right, all I got was a ball of random static of somebody testing to see if they can get in. No, you couldn't. All right, let me go back over to the Zello side. ZMI, Fruto. Fruto, are you checking in tonight?
Yeah, good evening for everybody. KJ4 Zulu, my India. No traffic, Brian Homestead.
All right, Fruto, thank you for checking in. Let's move on down the road here. OVZ, our North Alabama tech team representative. Got anything for the net? Anything interesting happening with your group over there? Anything cool going on with your repeater other than the fact that we're upsetting the locals? Fill us in. What's up, man? Uh-oh. OVZ seems to have fallen into a black hole. All right, well, we'll try him again in a little bit. Pedrito, Mr. Pulled Pork. Pedrito's pulled pork sandwiches were the bomb. Pedrito, go ahead, pick it up. Tell us about your field day experience. And if you got anything else for the net, anything else of interest going on.
About field day, well, we had fun. We had a good time and a lot of food, and I ate a lot.
Pedrito did not fall over this year. He brought some awesome pulled pork, man, for pulled pork sandwiches. It was really good. All right, moving on down the road here. Bullet. I don't know if Bullet's gonna check in. I don't know if Bullet's still around. I don't know. Somebody was yanking his coax, and maybe they unplugged his connector. I don't know. Hey, Bullet, are you gonna check in? Are you gonna say hello? I know you were at field day. I saw you there. Uh-oh. I think maybe we pulled on his coax too much. Maybe knocked his radio off the table. We'll see if he comes back. Come on, Bullet. Don't be angry. All right. Moving on down the road. Jaguar. Before MBU. Jaguar showed up late. At least he showed up, though. But he showed up late. Mauricio, what do you got for the net?
I actually liked it, bro. It was cool. I like that location. It was nice and secluded, no undesirables. I actually liked it, bro. I really did. I actually enjoyed it. I did operate a little bit of field day. I said, screw with that field day. And I went over to 75 meters for a while. Oh, I liked it a lot, Robert. It was really good. Aside from the humidity, but, you know, that was all good. W for me. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, speaking of the humidity, man, the fog started rolling in late at night, and we had a couple of those pop-up canopies, and one of them practically had its own weather system developing inside because it was raining in the canopy. I won't say whose it was, but it was raining in the canopy, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. But that was the only bummer. But the site was good. We got a lot of positive comments on the location, so there's a lot of happy people. Let's see, going on the list here. Let's try OVZ again. Let's see. Hey, Joseph, did you finally get back to the radio? If you did, man, give us an update on field day in Alabama and anything else going on up there with the tech team.
Right, field day in Alabama. Well, I went to our local club's field day. They were holding it in this shed on somebody's property. They had a couple antennas up outside. It was a kind of overcast or rainy day, and they made some contacts. There were about 5 stations plus the satellite trailer, and I don't know how well the satellite trailer did, but they weren't really doing anything when I showed up. And then inside the building, the 5 people that were there, only 2 of them were actively operating, uh, and one of them kind of doesn't count because he was still trying to figure out how to do it. So there was really only one active station, and it was a CW operator using a computer software to transmit and receive Morse code. So overall, they weren't taking it very seriously, which I understand. It's not summer field day, and so they didn't put much energy into it. But other than that, didn't really do anything. I pretty much just went home and went to sleep after that. So that's all I got, and I'm in the process of having some dinner, so I probably won't hear if someone calls out my name again. KM4 OVZ.
That's fine, man. We got you checked in, so we won't be hollering your name again. So might just want to keep your ear open for any info. But thanks for the check-in. Yeah, the whole thing of not taking it too seriously. We set up a lot of equipment. We had, I believe it was 5 stations on the air. And one of the cool things that happened is 2 of the stations, one was mine, one was Align's. We actually built the antennas on site. Not like, oh, we brought all the stuff and already had plans. No, it was like, hey, I got this thingy, and hey, I got that. And oh, this dude over here got a roll of wire. Oh, let's measure it out. Sergio did the math on it, and we unrolled the wire, cut it, hooked everything up. It was kind of like a last minute thing. Threw it up in a tree, and we had an antenna on 40 and 80 that was kicking ass, and it was a spur of the moment thing, which that's what I feel is kind of like in the true spirit of field day. It's like, what can you do in under less than ideal conditions with whatever you got? And that's what happened with that 40 and 80 meter antenna. It was, no pre-planning. It was just, hey, we got this crap. Let's see if we can make it work. And it worked pretty well. So, anyways, moving on. This is the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Net. For those of you following along at home on the analog side, if you go to YouTube and you type in KG4OXO, you could pick up the live stream where there should be a rotation of some of the pictures on the live stream on YouTube. Let's move along down the list. Let's see. All right, Doc, over in Naples, Florida. Tell us about your field day. Did you do anything? Did you guys go anywhere?
KC4 DOC, Doc in a ditch. No, we did not do anything for field day, but we have a 70-foot of tower getting ready to go up on the ditch this weekend. And I'm envious of all the food. All the food, man. Come on now. You're starving me out here. Now Kim has to go make more food.
It wasn't just the food, man. We had some Angel's Envy. We had some Black Label. I think there was a little Glenlivet floating around. This wasn't like no MD 2020 crowd going on here. We had some of the good stuff. But we missed you guys. We're kind of looking forward to seeing you guys come down. But I don't know. I don't know if you're going to Orlando. There's a bunch of us going to Orlando, by the way. Kind of curious to see who else is going. I'm supposed to be going. I don't know who else is going to be going up there from the group. I don't know if you're going. But, I guess next week when we have our net, we'll find out, hey, who's going to be there? Where are you staying at? I'm going up there for the first time to just be a buyer. I'm not selling. So if you're going up there, maybe we'll catch you there. Miss Kitty, KX4FUN. What's up? What's going on? And let us know if you guys are going to Orlando.
Hola, mi amor. This is KX4F. This is for FUN. I wish I would have went because you guys are making me hungry. I'm missing out on all the food. Yeah, as you heard, Doc and I really didn't do much, but we have some things to do this weekend, and I would love to go to Orlando. I'd rather.
If I could do a recheck after your trip.
Okay, he wants a recheck. I hope you guys have fun. I can't wait to see more pics. Oh, I want to see all the pics of what happened this weekend. I wish I would love to have been there to do a meet and greet. And, I'd rather have gone to Miami than go to Orlando and meet all you guys, but we'll see what happens. This is KX4FUN, and I have no traffic. Thank you, Net Control.
DOC, pick it up. What's going on?
It's not mostly we, but it was more me didn't show up because I got the same email from Lewis of the South Dade Jam Rest Club, and as far as South Dade Ham Radio Club and Jam Rest Club, that's why we didn't show up because I don't know where we stand with all that, whatnot. So that's why we didn't come over. It's not hard to come over. We're in your side of the town all the time doing things in,
Stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember what I said it, stuff.
Well, the next time you're over here doing stuff, send me a text message or something and like, hey, we're going to be doing stuff over here. And, maybe we'll meet up with you for coffee or something, But, the South Day GMRS Club had some kind of event. I'm not sure exactly what they did. Lewis did stop by, say hello, hung out for a while. But at the time, I was trying to make contacts, and I didn't really get to talk to him too much. So I don't know exactly how things went down with their event. I'm sure we'll be finding out though. Let's see. Oh, look at that. El Puerco Grande, KG4CNM. Jeff. Jeff was the non-participating ham that showed up. He had a ham license. He had emergency power and all the other stuff, but I don't know. He just didn't want to talk on a radio for some reason. So, Jeff, fill us in, man. Did you enjoy Field Day? And are you going to Orlando?
I actually did use the radio, but I guess you were unaware. But yes, I made several contacts. I do not believe I am going, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you did use a radio. Okay, whose radio did you use? I did not see you get on a radio. I just thought you came to socialize. So, whose station did you get on?
Whatever radio that was, the 7300.
Okay, I know where you were, but I think there was two of them side by side. But okay, I know where you were at. All right. Yeah, I didn't even notice that you got on a radio, man. Okay, all right. Well, cool. And yeah, thanks for coming by, man. You and Ed. That was cool. Let's see who else we got in here that I may have missed. Going on the list. No, that's it. I got everybody on the list. Ruben. Ruben brought some food, and Ruben's been busy with all this stuff with the repeaters and the network and stuff. We're about to have a D-Star repeater go online in the downtown Miami area, and that's going to be connected to this network. So we'll have YSF, Fusion, D-Star, Zello, Zoom, YouTube capabilities. So once the D-Star is all up and running, we're going to try to hook up all of it and try to make that happen and see how that goes. Ruben, fill us in on what's going on with the D-Star project. And the other thing is we had a lot of people show up that were GMRS people. Did you happen to get a head count on how many GMRS folks showed up, Ruben? I'd be curious in knowing that. I know we had quite a few. We even had a guy drive down from Coconut Creek to come check out our field day, which, man, that's a hell of a drive. Ruben, go ahead, pick it up. Rubén, por favor. Where you at, Ruben? Okay, somebody trying to come in on RF. Your signal's fairly weak. And Daniel, I see you there. I'll get to you in a second. Give me a minute. Whoever's trying to come in on the RF, see if you could bump up the power or something. You're almost getting in.
No, Robertico was me and say, he follows asleep. When you say the Ruben is lost, he follows sleep.
Well, I know he's got a very feisty Siberian Husky puppy. Maybe he's out trying to catch the dog. Daniel, pick it up. What do you got for the net? Did you do anything for field day?
Tu está moqueado.
There will be no mosqueando during the net. All right, I have some people here missing in action. Well, I can sort of figure where Bullet went. I wonder what's going on with Ruben. That's interesting. He must have some little, important thing that just happened or something. It's not like him to disappear. So let's give him a minute to show up. Next weekend is Orlando Hamfest. If you've never been, it is the largest in the southeast part of the United States. You will see lots of stuff there. It's a little pricey to sell there, which is why I'm not selling there anymore. But there is a lot of stuff. Probably the biggest concentration of junk in Florida next to Melbourne. Even though Melbourne Hamfest is an excellent Hamfest. There are going to be a few of us going up there. I don't know if anybody wants to coordinate something for the ride up or something. We'll talk about that more next Thursday. But we got that right around the corner. Hopefully the weather will hold out. If you've never been, they got tons of forums. There's a huge section for new merchandise. They got a very large tailgate section. There's a building for just secondhand stuff. There's definitely a lot of merchandise there. It's worth the trip at least once. If you've never been, it's worth checking out. All right, let's see if Ruben has come back. Ruben, are you there? All right, I got 2 flagellances from Alabama. Congratulations. You're the first bit of misbehavior on tonight's net. The locals have absolutely let me down. I was expecting to have 5 Roncos tonight, and I didn't get any Roncos, and I only got 2 farts out of Alabama. I am sorely disappointed here. And I do see a remote check in there for Can 4 VVR. Arnold, I got you down. I wonder what happened to Aresna, man. Our correspondent in Alaska. I hope he didn't freeze over there. Anybody else want to check in on RF? If Ruben don't show up quick, man, we're just gonna call it quits. Anybody want to check in on RF?
I would expect it being an analog that you would hear a bunch of quirmers coming in. I mean, there's no quirmers. I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh, I was expecting that we were gonna have to get on here with hard hats and safety glasses. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in this. I don't know. Maybe the Miami Hams have lost their touch. I was expecting a full heckling brigade, but oh well. Well, anyhow, so cover a little bit about what happened on field day for those that didn't get to attend. We had about 5 stations, no generators. Everything was either running on pre-charged batteries. And by the way, there was a lot of people running Pyroqueen, lithium-ion batteries. That was very cool. It's the way to go. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think anybody had a lead-acid battery. I think the entire field day was on lithium batteries this year. Come to think of it, I mean, somebody jump in and correct me if I'm wrong when I on-key, but I think everybody was running lithium batteries. There was a few solar setups, but everybody showed up with pre-charged batteries, and that's what they ran off of. We did set all the stations up. We're making contacts, but this group is not necessarily about the whole making contacts thing. It's more about let's set up the radios and see what we can do and make some contacts, and it's like, okay, let's hang out. So we did circle the wagons around the fire and have a good time there with the adult beverages and the cigars later on in the evening. But there were some good contacts to be made. I gotta post up a picture later on the website. Align is always drilling everybody about. And by the way, Align is not here because he's taking some classes to upgrade his computer certifications. So he told me he wasn't going to be available for the net. Align's always drilling everybody to do their logging via computer. And if you spend your day in front of a computer, you don't want to be in front of a computer some more while you're playing radios. I'm like a staunch, supporter of get a pen and a paper. So this year, just to irritate Align, I found a piece of plywood in the back of his truck and I had a marker. And he's like, what are you doing with that? And I'm like, that's going to be your log. So I went over and I logged my contacts on a piece of plywood. with a permanent marker just to annoy a line. I'll post a picture of it on the website. That was great. And I want to say we had probably somewhere in total, I'd say somewhere around 30 some odd people come through. And there was a lot of people from the GMRS community that showed up, which was kind of nice because those are future ham radio operators. You know, they got into GMRS because it's easy, buy the license, get on the air, and then come out to a field day, they see what's going on, it gets their attention, and those are future hams right there. So it's good to have that crowd there. Let me see, anybody else has come in? Nope, there's no additions on the Zello side. So let me try one more time here. Ruben, are you there, Ruben? Ruben, are you there?
Got the fucking nail.
Yeah, whatever he said. Okay, well, I don't know what happened to Ruben. Something must have happened to Ruben at the last minute. Any check-ins on the RF side before we close the net? Anybody want to be the tail gunner? Please come now.
Rubén le está cambiando la goma al pejo que se le vació.
We don't have any Quirmers from RF. Damn, the 400 had a lot of Quirmers. Damn, I missed the Quirmers. I want the Quirmers. Where are they? This is W4MBU.
Man, earlier today I really wish we had some Cormers because CLT and Bullet were just talking for like 4 hours straight, and I was like, man, you know what would really hit the spot right now? Some good old.
All right, I don't know what happened there, OVZ. At the end of your transmission, apparently you had a marital aid go off. All right, we don't have any other check-ins. I don't know what happened to Ruben. I was hoping to get an update here on what's going on with the D-Star project, but I guess something popped up over there. And with that, folks, we're gonna call it a night, man. We're gonna return the repeater to the abuse, and I don't know how long it'll stay in analog. We'll see if we get any of these Quormers, as Mauricio's putting. I never heard of that word. So, with that, unless somebody has something to say, jump in there real quick when I unkey. But if nobody says anything, we're gonna go ahead and close the net.
Oh, sorry, porque estuve tarde que en 4H ahí estaba con el GMRS. El Calixto estaba por allá haciendo check-ins, hubo por ahí voces nuevas, gente en inglés, no sé qué está pasando, pero me gusta lo que está pasando, que entró por ahí gente que parece que son de otras partes y están entrando para acá. Eso está bien. No, nada, el Distar está ahí pendiente, me falta completar una parte del hotspot para poder hacer un linkeo, que todo el sistema se linkee, y una antena ahí dual band que necesito también, y, varias cosas que necesito ahí, pero hay dinero envuelto en eso, entonces estoy todavía stand-by. Entonces, por el lado del GMRE, están pidiendo los miembros de ellos, que hablan español, están pidiendo que hagamos un get together antes de que se haga el Winterfield, y ellos pues sintieron que quieren socializar más entre ellos y esto, entonces vamos a ver si por ahí en Tropical Park alguna parte que sea más céntrica, porque Calixto tiene problemas en bajar muy al sur, pero está bien, lo veo bien, veo que esa parte está buena, y a ver si por ahí hacemos algo antes que sea el Summer Field Day con ellos, y también se hace algo,
un poco más de lo que estábamos discutiendo. Ellos sentí, ellos también, que pues el HF para ellos es como una medicina muy fuerte. So, vamos a tratar de hacer algo o más. Oh, una llamada y la colgué. Bueno, pues. No, algo más sencillo que ellos puedan ver otros aspectos de radio y todo eso en esa actividad que se va a hacer antes. Nada, eso es todo lo que tengo por ahí. Buenas noches.
Well, we've been kicking around the idea of POTA station, Parks on the Air, but it's just we just got off a field day, so everybody has to be a good boy and stay home this weekend. And next weekend, a bunch of people go to Orlando playing radio again. So the POTA thing is really up in the air. I don't know. But definitely a go for doing something with them. As long as they understand that they're their club, we're our club. There's no assimilation going on. That's cool. That's fine. They do their thing, we do ours, and we get together occasionally, and everybody plays in the same sandbox. That's fine. I don't see absolutely anything wrong with that. So, we'll talk about that a little bit more as time gets closer. And as far as a location, Winter Field Day, we're not moving. Winter Field Day, in fact, we're already, Ruben, we already have reserved the location for summer already. So, this other thing, I guess, will be a separate event. We'll talk more about that as time progresses. All right, guys. This is it for tonight, man. Weather's been beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to just sit outside and enjoy it, get out there and enjoy it. Skip has definitely been running. I know I've been hearing on UHF. I've been hearing the GMRS repeaters from up in Boynton area coming in down here. So there's definitely some cool skip going on. If it's going all the way up on UHF, then there's some nice band openings. So turn on the radios, blow off the microphones, and try it out. Enjoy this weather change, because this always brings some cool propagation. And with that, we are done for the night, gents. This is W4THM closing the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net and returning everything back to the zoo. Enjoy.
Yeah, Robert, UHF sideband 4032 has been on fire, and also 2 meter sideband, and 10 meters has been out of hand. You should check out 10 meters at least. It's been out of hand. Like right now, I'm actually doing DX on 20 meters, doing FT8.
Thank you for the net, Robert. Have a good night. Be safe.
You did a good job.
Good job. And everybody else that's out there, I just heard you, Mauricio. Ruben, Mauricio, Johnny Boy, 5-5. Sorry, Bullet didn't get in there, so I'm just going to say, and OBZ, I'm going to, everybody that can remember. Good night, guys. Good net. Talk to you soon. Bye. This is KX4FUN saying good night.
Seven 3 there, Naples Clan. Yeah, Mauricio, I'm disappointed.